You are listening to 5 Star Wrestling Podcast.
Welcome, everybody, to the 14th episode of the greatest podcast in a small little world. That's right, it is 5 Star Wrestling Podcast.
What?
5 star.
I am your host, Eddie Valiant, and with me, as always, is...
As always, JJ.
Devin.
And we've got a great episode for you guys this week. A lot of topics, but first...
Announcements.
That's right, I've got a few announcements to make.
Boo.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please?
Alright, I wanted to take the time to thank Rhino for everything he has done in the WWE and that I respect his decision to resign. He wants to work the indie scene and he wants to help the up-and-coming wrestlers so that
really?
they improve. Yeah. He announced basically that he rejected the WWE's offer.
Well, he wasn't doing anything anyway, was he?
Well, that was the thing. He was sitting at home. So, but he didn't want to get paid to sit at home.
I think we're too tall for this. You gotta raise this mic. I feel like I'm gonna break my damn back.
Well, you guys should grab regular chairs then, like me.
Yo, shout-outs to Crab Rangoons.
Right?
Yeah, shout out to Becca. Becca making this food for us. Thank you.
Podcast night. Appreciated.
Where's our cupcakes? Becca! Cupcakes! Okay.
All
She's
right.
on a diet.
I also wanted to congratulate Jonathan Good, the man formerly known as
John
Dean
Moxley.
Ambrose, and now known as John Moxley. Thank you, Juicy J. And
She's
I wanted,
a rapper.
well, whatever. But I wanted to congratulate him for landing a role in an MMA film called Cage Fighter. It's the story of an MMA fighter that loses to a pro wrestler in the pro wrestler's debut match.
That's
Ooh.
probably going to be really, really bad.
Probably.
Have you guys seen Warrior? It's pretty good.
That's an
Kurt
awesome
Angle's in
movie.
there.
Well, yeah. All right, it is birthday time.
Pretty
Time to
lost.
announce some birthdays.
Is it Devin's birthday yet?
No, not yet. Not till November.
Thank you.
Is
You're
it
welcome.
my birthday yet?
No, I don't know.
Wait, what's today? May what?
Today is May 9th.
My half birthday.
There
Oh.
you go.
Happy half birthday to Devin.
Devin, heck yeah.
Hey.
Also, happy birthday to WWE Hall of Famer Tito Santana, William Regal, Billy Kidman, Bobby Roode, Lindsay Dorado.
It's Robert Roode now, sir.
Well, it says Bobby Roode right here.
Well,
It's Robert Roode. I know.
Roode. He has a
Right.
mustache.
Who's Bobby Roode?
Yeah, right. Kushida, Glacier, who's going to be at the AEW Over the Budget Battle Royal.
It's not
Kushida.
called that anymore.
What are they calling it now?
I don't know. Something with casino. Something, I don't know.
Whatever.
They're gonna have
If you don't know what it's called, you can't yell
I
at
know,
him
no
for getting
kidding.
it
All right, I'm
wrong.
gonna look it up then. Damn.
All right, fine.
Shit.
So let me finish this. Jimmy Wang Yang, Scarlett Bordeaux, which is Bodie's favorite wrestler.
Oh god.
Vader,
Shout out to Bodie.
Are
Zack
these still
Ryder.
birthdays?
Yeah. Zack Ryder, Kevin Von Erich, Farouk, The Godfather, and a special happy birthday to the one and only Mike Kanellis.
Why does he get a special one?
People were
Because-
getting busy in August, huh?
Yeah, right? You mean, yeah, you're right.
No.
I just didn't
How
do
long
the
are you
math
pregnant for, Ed? 12 months?
right. Yeah, maybe. You can check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/5 Star Wrestling Podcast and on Twitter at the number 5 _ Star Podcast.
The number 5.
The number 5.
All right. Devin was looking at me waiting, so I'm too busy right now.
Okay, well,
Shit.
we're going to hold on to that maybe for the end of the show. And, I got to make a correction, actually.
Uh-oh.
Because
How'd you already fuck up?
No, because Bodie mentioned it to me the other day.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to wait for Bodie for a second because it's called Casino Battle Royal.
Okay.
Winner gets a title shot.
Yeah, number 21 is the big one.
Okay.
Is that what they said? Wait, what?
Number 21 because the casino.
What do you? Is it like a Royal
Lucky
Rumble
21
sense?
is the last competitor in the match.
Okay, so...
What are they doing? It's like a Rumble?
It's a battle royal. They're all in there.
Oh, wait, so... Oh, the
Five
winner
men.
the winner is called the Lucky 21, which is number 1 contender, basically?
Yeah. Well, it's over the top battle royal. It starts with 5 men and 5 new competitors will enter every 3 minutes.
Oh, so it's like a Rumble, yes. It's not a
Yeah,
battle
it's a-
royal
yeah, it's a
traditional
rumble.
sense.
All right.
And then the entry numbers will be picked for a later date. Ed's really frustrated right now.
No, I'm not frustrated. I just want to correct the story about Bodie. MJF didn't say, hey, Baldy. He said, hey, receding hairline.
Oh, that's much better.
Oh, pre-Baldy is what he said.
Yeah, pretty much.
Grow up.
Yeah.
Grow up, Bodie. All right, so
At least
anyways,
he
that is
listens.
enough for the announcements. Let's get into Juicy Josh's top 5 moments of Raw
Why is it
and
so
SmackDown.
Why is it so sexual?
Good. I'm gonna go get more
'Cause you
crab
keep it
rangoons.
juicy.
There's no sexuality involved with keeping it juicy, Ed.
Be right back.
No, there might be.
Sorry.
Juicy Josh's top 5. Oh! So we got the Raw top 5 for this week. Devin's eating crab rangoon. That's my number 5. No. Number 5 is Ricochet versus Robert Roode.
That's how bad
Robert Roode. Ed.
Sorry, Robert Roode.
You got a mustache now.
Porn star Robert Roode.
He's a new man. Robert Roode.
Dashing Robert Roode.
What was the other dude that used to go by Rude? Rick Rude.
Ravishing
Oh
Rick
my
Rude.
god, my brain's scrambled right now.
Oh shit.
But Ricochet kept his spot in the Money in the Bank, which is good. It was kind of redemption for Robert beating him a couple weeks ago. So Ricochet got his win back. All right, my number 4 match is Roman Reigns versus McIntyre. It was kind of a throwaway match and didn't really do Drew any favors by almost losing. Reigns speared him, and then Shane and Elias interfered, and I don't really see how anyone can expect Elias to beat Reigns if Drew can't. What do you guys think?
I kind of have to agree. I don't understand why you keep having it. I mean, technically he didn't lose, like by pinfall.
I know he was about to though.
But he was about to, and it's just frustrating. Like, it looked like you were going to push this guy, and now it looks like you just want to bury him.
Well, hopefully.
I mean, not bury him, but
We'll see Money in the Bank if
He could win Money in the Bank.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it could be.
yeah. But I
anyone
want
at
to.
this point.
But listen,
we do predictions.
if Drew McIntyre wins, I want a successful cash in
We will.
because he deserves.
They're gonna
that.
make the next guy a star apparently, so obviously the next guy who wins is gonna win it. Let's just hope it's not Baron Corbin.
It won't be.
No, it won't be. Number 3 is War Raiders beating Ryder and Hawkins in a good back and forth match. At Money in the Bank, I'm thinking that's going to be a tag title match.
Yeah, War Raiders, and the War Raiders should take it. Honestly.
Yeah, I think they will.
Yeah, but are they going to keep the War Raiders undefeated?
They're not the War Raiders, the Viking.
Well, the
Raiders.
Viking Raiders,
I
whatever.
put War Raiders. But yeah, I guess so for now. I mean,
Hawkins and Ryder should not be bound.
Well, no, I get that, but like they should have some serious competition from like the Usos, like serious competition. We wish from the Revival, but we don't know how that's going.
it's awful.
Oh my
That's how
god,
it's going.
it's so bad.
Yeah,
What are they doing to the poor Revival? You have
Burying
so
them.
many great tag team matchups that they could have right now, and you're ruining them. You're doing an experience that none of us want to experience.
yeah, pretty much.
Number 2 was AJ Styles and Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin and was his partner Lashley. It was a pretty good match. AJ left Rollins to get pinned by Corbin, which is kind of sucky. You guys,
It doesn't make anybody look bad, really.
nah. Could that be a preview to Baron Corbin maybe winning another Money in the Bank?
Hell no.
I don't know.
No,
I'm going to answer it for all of us. No.
absolutely not.
Yeah, I agree. Please no.
Number 1, the juiciest of Raw, is actually a SmackDown main event that happened on Raw. Kofi
versus
Kingston
Bryan.
versus Daniel Bryan. Once again, a great back and forth match.
I didn't like the finish though.
Are we going to go over the wild card rules later?
We are definitely going over that, but I got to be honest. Like, I didn't like the finish of that match because I felt like they were like, "Oh crap, it's 10:58. Like, you need to finish this now." And it just felt kind of
The
rushed.
Trouble in Paradise seemed kind of rushed
That's what I mean.
and awkward.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't enjoy that part. I love the match, no doubt about it, but
I liked it better when Raw could go over.
me too.
I don't like how that was the Raw main event.
Yeah, that's
I
kind of
don't
weird.
I don't like that.
We'll talk about the wild card rule later. It has to do with some stupid shit that Vince McMahon thinks is going to save ratings.
Yeah, we'll talk
Pressure,
about
it's pressure from Fox.
Yeah, Fox and USA
that.
apparently.
NBC Universal.
Yeah. All right, on to my SmackDown Live top 5.
Nice rhyme.
Yeah,
Took you 14 episodes.
it took me 12, Devin.
Why?
Because it took me 12 to do SmackDown Live top 5.
Oh, because I did the first 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't listen to those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. We fucked them all up. So number 5 is the B Team attacking The Miz, forever ending the Miztourage. This is probably the saddest moment in wrestling history right there. guys.
Ripperoni.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
worse than Shawn Michaels turning on Marty Jannetty.
No kidding.
I'm sorry, but those two need to get gimmicks or they need to go. I'm
the
sorry.
B
I
team.
hate when people are like out of jobs and stuff. No, it's terrible.
They're the B Team, Devin.
It's
B
sh-
team,
that's
B
a-
team, go, go, go.
Their gimmick is that they can't come up with a gimmick, and it's been years. You're Mr. Perfect's son.
But his promos suck.
But he's less than perfect.
His promos are terrible.
He needs to figure it out. He needs to get
Do we
something
have
together.
to play the NXT promo again, Devin?
Yes, let's do it. All right, let's take a quick, tiny break. Let's do it now.
Yeah.
This will be the moment, starting now, of the genesis of McGillicuddy.
The genesis of McGillicuddy.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, no, I don't love it, but
Ugh,
It
number
explains a lot about him, though.
that kind of does.
unfortunately.
He was so angry during it and so
But it was
Mesmerizing.
so bad, though.
he looked in the camera and said, "This is the genesis of Michael McGillicuddy." I felt it.
Because it was, this is the genesis
He sounds so
of
idiotic.
McGillicuddy.
He sounds idiotic too.
Yeah, he does.
They should have came out with Gen Nexus. And
Yeah,
that would have
right.
been better.
No.
Okay.
He should have stayed a Paul Heyman guy.
I agree.
Paul Heyman would have been.
He won the IC title to a huge pop.
Somehow the only guy that hasn't won with Paul Heyman is Cesaro.
Hmm. That was a weird, quick kind of thing. That didn't last very long at all.
No,
He's
he's-
the only person to never win a title with him.
It's because Brock was his client too, and he wasn't paying attention to Cesaro at all. They should have had a Brock versus Cesaro match just to win.
Who
Paul
gets to
Heyman
sleep
over.
with Paul?
Spoiler alert, it's Devin. Number 4, my bad. This one's for Ed. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville versus Ember Moon, and I don't remember who her partner was because I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah, it was forgettable.
It's just better than the B Team attacking the Miz. But
I hate when Ember Moon loses to
yeah,
Mandy Rose.
Sonya saved
Clean
Mandy.
finish, too.
Sonya saved Mandy from a suicide dive, and then Mandy did a high knee to Ember's face after and won with Ciampa's finisher.
Yep.
I don't know what she calls it,
I don't either.
The fairy tale ending, but it's
but it's the girl version.
fairy tale beginning.
Oh,
Mm.
Peter Pan. All right, number 3 is Bray's Firefly Funhouse, and all I want to say is rest in peace, Raven Rabbit.
Yeah,
Gone,
Rambling,
but never
yeah.
forget him.
Yeah.
Raven, what is it?
I think it's Rambling Rabbit.
Ramble.
Oh, never forgotten. You
I
got his
just
fucking
I
name
forgot
right.
him. Shit. My bad.
R.I.P.
Jesus.
indeed.
Yeah,
It was damned at best.
The fucking buzzard ate him. What a dick.
Buzzards don't eat
Mercy the Buzzard.
live creatures.
Apparently they do now, Devin. When they're in puppets, they can do whatever they want.
Bray killed the rabbit.
Bray didn't do anything. Don't you ever
know.
disrespect Bray.
We'll see.
Bray's a children's
see.
icon.
Did you see
Did
how,
you see
like,
how happy those kids were?
Oh my
Devin?
god.
I think kids are happy when they're paid to do something.
No, did you see how happy they were, though? Did you watch?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
Look me in the eye and tell me you did.
Yes.
He didn't look me in the eye. He's lying.
I looked at right past your Jew
Right
nose.
between the eyes.
He's got a lazy
I
ass,
can't
so-
see your eyes. Your Jew nose is too big.
That's true.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I'm calling the cops, Devin.
Right?
That's fine. They'll shoot you probably.
I'm gonna make a joke, but
Alright, let's move on.
number 2 is Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus the Usos for the vacant tag titles.
That was awesome.
That was a great match.
I love that they're champs.
Yeah, it was a great match. It took Usos a lot of super kicks, a big splash, and some other good offense to take Rowan out, but all it took was a claw chokeslam, and Rowan won the title. So good for him.
Yeah.
He's a monster. Let's get some hemp tag team titles though.
I think that's coming.
Let's hope so.
They're great.
I hope they're tag team champions for a while.
Me too.
Yeah.
They're already.
They should be with the way that roster looks.
Yeah, there's no one there.
Yeah.
That could be.
We got the Colons.
Did they really put fucking Ali and Finn Balor together in a graphic?
Yeah, that
I
was
think
weird.
so, yeah.
I don't think that. Have they tag teamed before last week?
No.
They're not a tag team. I hate when they do that shit. Like Rusev and Nakamura, I cannot get behind. Nakamura is the
When was
most
the last time they were on TV?
the
I
most
don't even remember.
underutilized talent. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, Rusev. Poor Rusev.
No, fuck Rusev. Nakamura.
Yeah, it's poor
that's what you
Nakamura.
mean. Okay. Number one is
Better be that main event.
number one. Devin. Can I speak?
I don't know. Can you?
No.
It's AJ versus Zayn versus Kofi.
That's right. That's right.
If it wasn't right, you're an idiot.
Another great match for Kofi. Week after week, Kofi puts on great matches. He's totally deserving of the WWE Championship. What else?
The match was
The
fantastic.
SOS into the reverse DDT was cool.
Yeah.
A lot of good spots.
Owens interfering and Sami Zayn hitting 3 Blue Thunder Bombs on Kofi. And me losing my shit thinking that Sami Zayn was about to win. But nope.
You idiot.
I mean, who knows?
They're not, bro. They're not gonna give Sami Zayn.
We
the
could have a
title
triple
right now.
threat. They're going to Saudi Arabia, and Sami Zayn is champion.
He's
That would
not
get so much heat.
He's not allowed in the
I
country.
know he's not. That's why he should sneak in.
Whoa, wait a minute.
He should sneak in as
Wait
a
a minute. Hold on. Sami Zayn's not allowed in Saudi Arabia?
No, he's Muslim.
No, he's
So
not.
why wouldn't he be allowed
he
if he's
is.
Muslim?
He's not. He's the other.
Saudi Arabia is a Muslim country.
He wasn't allowed to go last time they did it.
It was just weird.
Keep talking.
That's why he wasn't at the Greatest Royal Rumble or whatever.
Yeah, but he might not have been there because he was injured.
I thought that's what I read.
Well, that's just because Saudi Arabia is a Muslim country.
Let me see. I don't
Oh,
know.
it's because he supports Syria, I think. The Syrian.
Refugees.
Yeah, report Sami Zayn held out of Greatest Royal Rumble to respect Saudi
Oh,
something.
okay. All right.
Yeah, he wasn't allowed to go.
Okay, now that makes sense.
Well, Sami Zayn should still go as a generic wrestler that no one knows who he is.
Yeah.
Something like an El Generico.
Something like that. And he should become the WWE champion. And
He should become the belt.
he should become the belt. And he should get JBL heat from when JBL and Eddie Guerrero used to wrestle in Mexico. And that would be great.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
All right, that's my Juicy Josh's
No, I disagree.
top 5. Devin, how do you fucking disagree? Shut up.
Oh, that's how arguments work in America. I forgot.
Yeah, right.
Don't get you slipping though.
All right, I want to thank. I want to take this moment to thank Barbara Chambers, who's the senior VP of the Cure Alzheimer's Fund. This is something that's very special to me, only because I lost both my grandmothers to the disease, the Alzheimer's disease. So I want to fight the good fight, and I contacted the Cure Alzheimer's Fund, and they were gracious enough to give me this PSA to play on the show to try to raise awareness, because there's nothing crappier than not being able to remember the ones you love and just the things you love to do. It's a crappy disease. It sucks to see them die from it. And I wanted to raise some awareness, so this is the perfect time. And Josh is a health home aide,
No, I'm a hospice aide.
hospice aide.
And I work in a nursing home.
Have you experienced any?
I've seen a lot of people with Alzheimer's. I've seen a lot. But the thing with Alzheimer's patients, and they're all nice. I mean, there's different stages, obviously, of dementia and everything.
Yep.
I've been around quiet ones. I've been around ones who talk, and the ones who talk, they don't remember your name. They don't really remember much about you, but they remember who you are as a person. You treat them right, they'll treat you right. It's just
True.
It's nothing. There's nothing wrong with people with Alzheimer's other than the fact that they're sick, obviously sick, and it's a terrible disease. But we, as humans, we just gotta help each other.
That's
And
true.
It doesn't matter whether you're forgetful or not. You should, if you have family members who have the disease, you should visit them, because a lot of these people in nursing homes don't really have family that visit them.
I know that's true. And both my grandmothers were like, one was the quiet one, the other one was,
Yeah.
So I've seen it, But right now, let's get into this PSA.
I knew virtually nothing about Alzheimer's or any sort of brain issues until one day my wife started to do things that were atypical. Sudden outbursts, becoming repetitive and asking questions.
You have this tapestry just creating who you are based on 100 billion nerve cells and hundreds of trillions of connections, making a network. And this disease comes in and every day relentlessly, insidiously just tears that tapestry apart.
If you've got a heart and if you care about people, you don't want to see anybody go through this.
And that's why I'm more optimistic than ever that we're on our way to eradicating this disease with early prediction, early detection, early intervention.
Find out more at curealz.org.
All right, it is time for questions. And I've got some good ones for this week because there's a lot to talk about in professional wrestling. And we mentioned it a little bit. With the pressure of NBC Universal and Fox wanting the top stars on both shows, how long do you think it'll be till Vince drops the brand rosters again?
I hope not.
I really hope not.
Are we going to segue into the wild card?
Oh yeah, we're talking about this.
All right, so should we explain what the wild card is to people who don't know what it is?
Yeah, we can explain it.
If Bodie and Brian didn't look it up, yeah.
At first, it was 3 superstars can show up on either SmackDown or Raw, and if there's an extra guy who shows up, then they would be fired or fined. And then Lars Sullivan confronted Vince, and Vince made it 4 people. So now it's 4 people who can show up on either show. And then
It's so dumb.
yeah, that's weird.
It's horrible. I mean,
Why-
are ratings that shitty?
Yes.
Yes, they are.
But why are there guys from Raw or SmackDown wrestling for the Raw or SmackDown belts when they're not on that show? Why is there separate
Just
belts?
make the
But
writing
see-
better on each show.
But that's what I'm talking about. That's why I ask. How
Right.
long do you think until he drops the roster, the separate rosters? Because obviously, if you're allowing the Usos to all of a sudden be on Raw and challenge for the SmackDown titles, I mean, and then
You know
have
what I unfortunately
Sami
see
Zayn,
either
yeah.
at SummerSlam or Mania, the next ones, unification matches,
I see that
yeah,
too.
probably.
tag team, intercontinental. Start with
Women's.
those.
Becky Lynch was the start of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I
Becky
see
two belts.
unification matches and I hate it.
But what's the point of having all those wrestlers on their shows if they can't even use them all?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, in your opinion,
Isn't this
did
all-
having these guys go from show to show really impress you that much more than what's already been going on?
I mean, it was
No,
kinda,
it gets confusing.
yeah, it was kind of weird seeing, like I said, a SmackDown main event on Raw. Of
Yeah,
Kofi
like, if
Kingston
you-
versus Daniel Bryan.
It's good to have the split. You have your kids who have their favorite wrestlers. My favorite wrestler is Roman Reigns, whatever. You pay to go to SmackDown. What if he appeared on Raw that week and took SmackDown off? Or something? It's just it's stupid.
So what if a wrestler wins a title on a separate brand and they show up every week? Does that count as a wild card spot?
It was very
See,
unclear.
that's what I mean. But the whole point of the brand split was to give guys opportunities that normally wouldn't get it.
So instead,
So
your
now
main
we're-
eventers are going
Heath
on
Slater's
both
going to be
shows.
WWE champion. That's what I get.
So basically, Roman Reigns is wrestling on both shows instead of someone
Yeah.
on Raw who deserves the spot.
Or yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Doesn't,
I mean, do you really still think at this point that the WWE is really listening to the WWE universe like they claim?
No, they're listening
Well,
to the people that own
unfor-
their TV shows.
unfortunately, the only way I think the non-brand splits. Them ending the brand split is if they get SmackDown the 3 hours and Raw the 3 hours.
But it has to be fucking worth watching.
Yeah, because I'm gonna fall asleep if it doesn't. And then Juicy Josh's top 5 are not gonna be as good as they once were.
I mean, let's take for instance. I mean, like, what the hell? If you're trying to get ratings, who thought that the Usos picking on the Revival was actually really that funny?
Is this their way of
I mean, the Uzi Hot shit was just that's stupid.
I don't.
Can't even buy that in stores.
Yeah,
Right?
that's the
why
real
are you advertising?
That's the real tragedy here.
And what kind of product is heat and sweat activated that will make you burn?
The Icy Hot.
Yeah, but Icy Hot like cures you, like it, you know.
But you're not supposed to sweat.
We're not scientists.
Okay, whatever.
I'm a scientist.
We'll get a scientist on the show next time.
Juicy Josh,
Bet.
a scientist.
It's frustrating, man. Like,
No, I know. I didn't even watch it.
Dude,
you know, they
how
were
can you not watch
promising, like, we're thinking, okay, they're going to try to build up the tag team division. And now it looks like the tag team division is just complete crap.
it? All right, so what they need to do is let the women wrestle on both shows, the tag teams wrestle on both shows, and then keep everybody else separate. Just do the brand split, but with actually like, if you put the tag team titles on every show, put the tag team titles on every show for the women and men's. Like, it doesn't matter. But don't ruin the brand split because you don't know how to use your fucking wrestlers.
I'm such a huge advocate for the brand split. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's good. Like, SmackDown's been good. It's just Raw that sucks.
I know, that's what I'm talking about. It's like you're taking superstars from SmackDown to try to make your A show, as they've called it.
It's not an A show anymore.
No, it hasn't been in a long time.
It's a P show for poop.
That's it.
Anyway,
Poop show.
All right, so what do you think is the issue that's causing the ratings to drop?
The poop show. Raw.
poor
No,
writing.
well, like, yeah, okay, poor writing.
Yeah.
So
Roman
that
Reigns.
segues into my next question. If you're a writer on Raw, what is the
segue?
first storyline you are fixing that's just been horrible in your
Oh,
opinion?
fixing
The revival.
the entire tag team division
Yeah.
is a joke. And also the way McIntyre's booked.
Yeah, I would switch out Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre needs that heel Strowman push they gave him a while ago. He needs that exact same run, minus the flipping cars and shit.
Make McIntyre more useful.
And you know where it started?
Actually make like,
Should have beat him at Mania.
Yeah,
Should have
exactly.
beat Reigns at Mania.
Nah, that
There was
kills
no
momentum.
need for Roman to win at Mania.
I was saying that weeks before, but get the United States and Intercontinental Champion. I don't even know who the Intercontinental Champion is right now.
Finn.
Balor.
Okay, so obviously,
He's right there on the couch.
yeah, sleeping like a fucking dick.
Right?
No, I'm just kidding. I like him. But yeah, just get the United States Championship. Who's the United States Champion?
Samoa Joe.
Oh wow. So we got two great champions and no contenders.
Being underutilized.
Yeah, like Samoa Joe's losing to Rey
Well, he's-
Mysterio by rule ups. He's wrestling at Money in the Bank, and Finn's wrestling. Who?
I don't even know who Finn's wrestling.
Andrade.
No, he's in the Money in the Bank.
He's in the Money in
Oh,
the Bank with
yeah.
Andrade, yeah, but they're...
But yeah, that's probably
That's a
gonna
great
turn into
feud.
Finn maybe winning the Money in the Bank and then losing to Andrade, the Intercontinental title would be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Shut up.
All right. Vince recently announced that the XFL has signed a deal to have their return season have games on ESPN and Fox Sports networks, which sees games air on ABC, Fox, FS1, FS2, ESPN, and ESPN2. But my question to you guys is how long before the XFL shuts down after it kicks off?
I heard Tom Brady's going
That's false.
with Mojo Rawley and Grump.
Completely false.
Where'd you hear this?
Myself.
The Onion?
I made it up.
Yeah, the Onion. There you go.
Any of Bodie's texts?
So they've been getting a lot of head coaches who are well known.
Yeah, but so did that other league, the AAF, whatever that was.
American Arena Football
No,
League?
this is
It was
different.
like the All-American
This is
Football League.
like NFL Blitz, right? Like the game.
I don't even know what the rules are for XFL right now.
The rules are there are no rules, except for closelining and
Concussions.
17 other things.
But
I'm going to look. I'm curious.
it's called Extreme Football League, right?
That's what it
So-
was supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah, but what's the name for it now?
I don't know. It's just the XFL. The exceptional
XFL
football
teams
league.
can score a 9-point touchdown.
Wow.
That's
Wow,
already
let's
too
spike up the
fucking
scores.
intricate.
Yeah.
Is that a safety and a touchdown the same play?
So I think
Point after.
it goes half a season and then it shuts down.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm gonna give it a couple of seasons.
Couple at least.
Yeah.
Why, the first time it shut down after one.
Yeah, but Vince McMahon doesn't fail.
Oh, okay.
He's not Donald Trump.
Oh, okay. With obviously Rowan and Daniel Bryan being the best option on SmackDown to be the tag team champions, who on NXT would you call up to save the tag team division?
Dan Martha.
Well, I don't want Bryan and Roman to lose anytime soon.
I want the Street Profits. I want Only and Birch. I want...
Street Profits would be a good challenger. They're like that annoying heel, or like not annoying, but like that over-the-top face team. Like,
Yeah.
Bryan and Roman would fucking hate them.
Yeah, true. That'd be good.
You know what would be...
They have too much fun.
Okay, I know Devin doesn't like Heavy Machinery.
Oh, God.
Who likes them?
Ed does.
I'm not saying that I like them or
Ed
not.
likes them.
I just think it's going to be a funny kind of rivalry because they're always talking about eating steaks, and lifting weights.
Does Tucker even talk?
Once in a while.
He was like whispering to
Well, that was the other night, but usually he talks and says how, what's the other one? Otis doesn't like that when you guys say stuff like that about him.
Oh, true, yeah.
But I think it's like, the whole thing with Daniel Bryan being vegan, and then, them
Is
eating
he vegan?
steaks.
He should say it more often.
I think he is.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I think he pretty much is.
Devin's
Because remember there was that storyline
being sarcastic.
where the WWE tried to get him to eat a steak or whatever. Yeah.
He wouldn't do it?
So I think that's going to be an upcoming rivalry. Heavy Machinery versus Daniel Bryan.
No.
Well, that's when I go to bed and don't watch my...
You go to bed anyways.
Devin, you
That's
won't stay
true.
up past 8 o'clock.
I'm already I could go to bed right now.
My eyes are burning from this damn smoke.
Mine
me
are
too.
too. All right.
Yeah.
I asked you guys and you said
Well,
no.
now it's
Well,
happening.
now
Devin.
it's happening, yeah.
Fucking sucks.
But anyways, so Charlotte, Stephanie McMahon, and Ronda have been ruled out as opponents for WrestleMania 36.
How is that even possible?
Yeah, they've said it. They're not. It's not in the cards.
They changed their
Opponents
minds so
for
much.
Becky?
Yeah. So who do you think could be Becky's opponent?
What if
Asuka?
What if they're not opponents because they'll be champions?
Ooh.
Could be
I think
Asuka.
it'd be Shayna Baszler.
That'd be cool.
That's a good fight. Asuka, I think, would be a good one-on-one.
But when do you call up Shayna?
I think after NXT
I
25,
think
which, by the way, people, 5-Star Wrestling Podcast is going to be at NXT TakeOver 25.
I'm going to be wearing my
Thanks,
Tommaso Ciampa shirt.
Thanks, Brian Rogers.
Most of our listeners are going.
Brian.
Brian and Bodie.
Yeah, and like 3 other people who don't listen to it.
I know, right?
Assholes.
I want someone to reach out and be like, I've been listening since week 1.
Yeah, I know. Right?
I'm your biggest fan.
I love you guys.
I wouldn't know.
I keep it juicy.
I would question everything, like every.
If he said I keep it juicy, I'd definitely question.
Please.
I question.
keep it juicy.
No, I question anything they've ever done because it's just the fact that
Devin, don't hate on the podcast.
it's just wild to me. You just imagine that there's someone sitting there
I hope so.
that's just like, ooh, 5-star dropped.
Dude, I hope
I
so.
would love it if
That's
that day happens.
That's what we strive for, man.
I know exactly.
That's
Why
wild.
are you such a hater?
That's wild.
Devin won't know
Wow.
how to handle the
Devin
the
does not.
fame.
Devin does not know how to keep it juicy, folks.
I know. I guess not.
You're right.
Listeners,
Right.
listener.
All right. So we're gonna talk
Singular.
about this. We're gonna segue into this.
For all you fan out there.
Yeah.
For our
Uh,
biggest fan.
Some pretty offensive remarks have been uncovered about Lars Sullivan
This isn't funny.
and some racist comments that he allegedly made on a bodybuilding website,
Why is he on
which he thanked was not monitored by a black person. But if the comments are true, then how should the WWE be handling this situation? And
So-
why haven't they handled this
Off
situation?
with his head.
So why haven't they? How did they know it was him?
That's my question. That's why I said allegedly. Because how do we know it's Lars Sullivan?
Well, Big E said that half the locker room's aware of it, so
I can see it being true.
I can see it being true. Also, he looks like.
I don't
somebody-
think he should be getting pushed then. I get like it's your
Do you
path.
think that
I
he
think
should
that's
get...
the reason why he had a panic attack before Mania, is because he was worried that this was going to come out.
Or maybe he was worried that it did come out.
That's what I'm saying. He was worried. He didn't want to come back because, and then WWE convinced him, and now
He
he's
should have
fucked.
stayed away. I'm not a.
Do you think they should give him the Hulk Hogan treatment?
Yes.
He's not over to
I mean,
me at all. Like
No, I
regardless
mean
of
like
all-
totally
How-
be like, sorry, see you later. Like,
How
you're
old
gone.
was he when this happened?
too old to know that that's wrong.
Exactly.
Well, you should be any age to know what's wrong, but still,
Well, at 4
how
or 5.
how
you
long
know,
ago was this?
I
don't
didn't
know
see
dates.
on Reddit, yeah. I just know he made a lot of I mean, if this is him, he made a lot of stupid comments. I mean, there was a lot of stuff there. And obviously, I don't want to read because I'm not going to condone it. And
It would just be like reading any text you've ever sent me.
Whoa.
Calling out Ed on the podcast.
I know, right? Jeez.
I'm just kidding.
No, you weren't supposed to say anything.
Jesus. Sexual.
Just kidding. But
not juicy.
I don't know. It's such a bonehead thing. Like, and he looks like a bonehead. So
I think he has a cool look, and he could have been the next Brock Lesnar.
Cool look. He's ugly as shit.
That's why
Yeah,
he's
no
cool.
kidding.
He looks like a fucking monster.
I guess.
Oh, I found it. I liked it. That's why.
Didn't Brock Lesnar say something racist before and get away with it?
Not that I'm aware of.
So Reddit has a comprehensive list of all screenshots and whatnot of things that Lars has posted in various places. Look, I'm gonna scroll for these two, but look how long this is.
It's like at least 6 pages.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
And some of the comments are just outright
dude needs
like,
to chill out
it
and not
sounds
be
like that typical white guy crap.
It sounds like a keyboard warrior kid who thinks that he's fucking cool by posting racist shit online and thinking that he's getting away with it. When really the whole world just figured you out, man. So I'm sorry, but that was not a good move on your part.
I'm just gonna click on a random one here. Blacks have always been the race in which rob the most.
Oh, good.
So that's just a random one I pulled up.
He also said stuff like, "Oh, they're always trying to play the race card." I know he said something about Kofi and how.
Wait, he said something about Kofi?
Yeah, he mentioned Kofi.
So this was fairly recent. At least
I think it was
years.
before the New Day.
At least 11 years ago, because that's how long Kofi's been in WWE.
Well, no. I think the
Very
comment
good.
he made was when New Day was forming, because he said something about, "Oh, look, they're starting that kind of group."
Well, in the beginning, they were kind of supposed to be the Nation of Domination, and then they became comedy acts.
Yeah.
Which was the correct path.
Which is definitely the correct path for them. It's just frustrating to know that somebody like the WWE is just sweeping that under the rug and hoping that it goes away when it shouldn't go away. Like, this should be out there. Like, thank you, Big E, for bringing attention to this.
Well, it wasn't really Big E brought attention to it. It got shown up on Twitter, and a fan asked him
Yeah,
how
but-
he felt about it.
Well, and thank him for responding then.
Well, obviously, he's going to respond. I mean, it's fucked up that he's saying that shit.
I agree.
He shouldn't be saying that towards anybody. I mean, if you have those comments, just keep them to yourself. Or if you're really tough, try to say it to someone and see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Spoiler alert, you get your ass kicked.
Pretty much. All right, so it's pretty much being said that next week on Wednesday, AEW is going to be announcing their TV deal, right? And people are saying that it's going to be TNT, so Turner Sports, right?
I wouldn't be shocked.
Is this Turner Sports? Is this Ted Turner's attempt at maybe eventually getting some revenge on the WWE?
It could be, but I don't see.
I think it's more of a business opportunity.
I don't see AEW being competition for WWE. I
The
hope
fact that
they're-
people think that.
Yeah, I hope that they're just their own entity. They do their own thing and don't even give it WWE attention.
Yeah,
just
but
like WWE doesn't give anybody else attention.
Well, I mean,
They can both coexist.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, but if you look at the Hall of Fame, it looks like they're worried. I mean, they're name dropping them, calling them piss ants.
well, the reason why WCW failed so hard is because they kept on trying to compete with WWE.
yeah,
and
but if you think
WCW
about it,
would've won.
WCW,
they
like-
would have if they didn't fuck up and
Well, Hulk Hogan
did their own
killed
thing.
WCW. But listen,
Hulk Hogan killed TNA
No,
too.
WCW was ruined when they spoiled the main event, so everybody turned over,
Yeah, Mankind.
changed
but
the
how many
channel.
weeks in a row were they dominating? What was it, 85 weeks in a row?
WCW?
Yeah.
Yes, and then they made everybody go watch the other
Of course,
program.
because that was
They
a
got
mistake
cocky.
on Eric Bischoff's part for making that call.
Then Bischoff killed WCW. No,
Well,
Hogan.
it's a combination of Bischoff and Hogan.
No, it's NWO.
Yeah, pretty much.
No,
But yeah, I feel like eventually this is going to be his way of getting back. I think AEW is going to be competition, whether you like it or not.
I mean, technically they're going to be competition, but it's not going to be. That
I
shouldn't
mean,
be how it is.
So are they gonna-
technically they're competition to Impact.
The competition right now is pro wrestling
Impact
tees.
has no competition there.
AEW's competition right now is pro wrestling tees. They
Listen,
don't have any. They haven't had a.
Is
event.
AEW gonna be live on Wednesdays? Is that why they're announcing?
Thursdays, but
I thought
they're
it was-
just there's a big
I
meeting.
thought it was Tuesdays.
Oh, I don't know, maybe.
They shouldn't go head to head with
No,
Raw or SmackDown.
SmackDown's going to Fridays.
Oh, so they're taking the Tuesday spot.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
SmackDown on Fridays will help ratings, I think.
True.
I don't want to stay up till 10 o'clock on a weeknight.
You
Like,
might have to stay up till 11 if SmackDown goes to 3 hours.
If
Yeah,
it's on a
you could.
Friday, then who cares?
Yeah, true.
Well, you do. You go to bed at 8
It's only sometimes.
every day.
All right, I had a fun question. I wanted to ask this last week.
Fun.
Yeah, I think this is a fun question.
I'm having fun.
Jesus Christ.
But I forgot the piece of paper at home, as I mentioned on Hot Take. And I didn't get to ask this question because I couldn't remember the wrestlers that I picked.
Classic getting old.
Yeah, classic, you know.
Oh.
Uh,
Well, we have awareness.
right?
Yes.
So
It's
if you
topical.
could... Shut up. If you could bring back one wrestler from this list, who would it be and why?
Is
And
this
the
a
list
dead
is
list?
A, Damian Sandow, B, Wade Barrett, C, John Morrison, excuse me, or D, PJ Black.
Devin said Chris Benoit.
I like all four of them a lot.
Yeah, but you can only pick one.
I pick Wade Barrett.
No.
Oh.
All right, then you can pick him, and then I will pick.
Damian Sandow.
Who was the third one?
So there's John Morrison or PJ Black.
I don't want John Morrison.
Jomo was cool.
He misses his finisher every single time.
Shut up. PJ Black. He's sick now. Justin
looks-
Gabriel was a
looks
little
cool.
boy. PJ Black is a man.
He
I'm
dives out of
going.
place.
I'll wrestle him.
I'm going with Damian Sandow.
Naked.
All right, we'll get the whole roster back together.
Yeah,
right.
but I picked Wade Barrett because he should have been WWE champion when he was in
He was
WWE.
literally and figuratively buried
Yeah,
Seriously.
seriously.
under a pile of chairs.
Yeah.
You picked.
He was visually buried on pay-per-view.
Yeah, I mean,
Never came back.
no kidding. Josh picked Wade Barrett, so I didn't want to go with that one either. But I have to agree with you. Like, Wade Barrett should have been WWE champion.
Yeah, I mean.
I did
why
love
not?
the Bullhammer Barrett. Wasteland was okay, but
Yeah, the Bullhammer was.
He was
I
just a-
miss Bad News Barrett. I'm afraid I got some bad news.
that was ridiculous. It worked though.
It worked
Yeah,
really
it
well
did
for a
really
while.
work.
And then they fucked it up after the King of the Ring.
But I miss Damian
He won,
Sandow.
Yeah, and then they like de-pushed him.
Well, like
Makes
winning the
sense.
King of the Ring was your burial.
Yeah. Same
But
thing for William Regal. So I
Yeah,
guess
no
it just
kidding.
happens to British people.
but Damian Sandow would have loved to have come back just because I miss the intellectual. You know.
Same.
He was such a
Yeah.
great heel.
Yeah, it was great with
he
the
was
Miz.
that
what I mean.
classic 80s heel on his own.
Yeah, he was awesome. I liked him.
Yeah.
He really came into his own at the end of his career. And then they fucked it up.
Yeah. No.
What else
no.
is new?
Yeah, no shit.
I know, right?
Wash, rinse, repeat.
Now they're gonna do the same thing to Drew McIntyre.
Which is sad. Like.
No, no, no.
And you would think that Vince is Scottish, right? You would think he would want to push Drew
Vince
McIntyre.
is
Is he? How do you know that?
Yeah.
Are you on his IMDb page right now?
How do you know
You don't
that?
remember like him always saying like I remember when Drew McIntyre first came out, it was almost like, yeah, you're like the son I've always wanted or something because he was Scottish.
So that was Hornswoggle.
Well, no, Hornswoggle's the son he
He
didn't
was the
want.
chosen son, McIntyre.
That's what I mean.
The chosen one.
I see broken dreams.
Awesome entrance song.
True, very true.
Yeah, that was cool. He just said something.
So I want to talk about something with you guys that I talked about on Hot Take. Luke Harper, apparently, his contract was supposed to expire in November. He asked Vince for his release. Vince said no. Now it's apparent that there could be adding 6 months on top of that for all the times he was injured, which would then mean that he would still be with the company through WrestleMania 36. But obviously he's going to be sitting. How detrimental is this to Luke Harper to be sitting for that long?
I think just mentally it's bad for him. WWE shouldn't be holding it back. Like I don't think it hurts him as much as for his wrestling character, because I think when he gets out of that contract, people are going to be happy for him and maybe want to support him and see him in AEW or wherever he goes. But it's just bullshit that this is happening to him. Poor guy.
It'd be cool if he went to Ring of Honor again.
Yeah, just go anywhere other than WWE. Just let him fucking wrestle. Like that's what these guys come into do their job for. He's been wrestling for what, 20 years?
Something like that, yeah.
He's put so much dedication into his life. Like, why try to take that away from him just because of a fucking contract and him being injured and Vince McMahon not liking him? Like,
Because he can't do a southern accent.
well, that's
what frustrates me.
It's not even that. Like, just stop.
I don't
The guy
get
is so fucking talented. Just stop taking away what he knows.
I mean, so Vince apparently didn't care about his match with, Donovan Dijakovic, but he judged his final judgment call on I think it was a main event match against EC3. Like, that's the match that made Vince go, okay, I don't get it, and I'm not using him.
The other thing I'm upset about is Dijakovic is injured. He's a torn meniscus. So
sucks.
we don't get to see him at NXT with him and Keith Lee.
Apparently, the
Beyond
rumor
rematch.
is going to be Velveteen Dream versus Tyler Breeze.
Either that or Riddle. I don't know.
No, we already had Riddle at a takeover. They typically don't do rematches. I know we're getting the other one.
Yeah.
But
I think he was supposed to fight Dijakovic too, but
I would love
I'm not sure if it's a torn meniscus or if it's something less serious.
Dream and Breeze would be sick live.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
I think that'd be really awesome.
Especially if I get to be on camera, on his iPhone camera. If I put my arm around him.
True, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, a lot of that.
He keeps it juicy.
He does keep it juicy. All right, with that being said...
We do know that, Devin.
He knows it.
Everybody
Anyways,
knows it.
I'm going to pass out from the smoke.
Right? All right, let's get into it. Here we are to talk about everybody's favorite 5-star moment of the week.
Can we do a fan of the week?
Devin.
Make it the same person every
Nope.
week?
Devin, go.
The triple threat main event on SmackDown.
Bullshit.
Suck it, both of you.
Eat shit.
So, Devin, why was that your favorite since you saw it?
It's like the only ones I saw. But no, the match was great. What do you mean? The great wrestling match. All three of them are awesome wrestlers. Easy pick.
That's it. That's
Easy pick.
That's the only reason.
What was yours?
Kofi vs. Bryan on Raw. And
didn't have the same appeal to me as their Mania match.
Actually, I'm going to change that right quick.
Actually, I'll go.
He already answered.
I have a tie.
I have a tie, too.
And I'm going to go with one match you guys probably saw and one match you guys probably didn't see.
Don't tell me what
Really?
I saw.
Yeah.
Can I guess what the one we didn't see was?
What was the one?
Tozawa and Mike Bennett.
No, was it Riddle and Cole?
No.
That was really good.
Was it Tozawa and Matt Bennett?
That's actually one of the matches that is the tie. So I picked.
That's what I just said.
No, I think you said the match that we didn't see.
Oh yeah, that is what I said.
Yeah, see, and I'm the asshole here.
Way to be a fucking idiot.
What's the one we didn't watch? WWE UK?
No.
NXT
so
UK?
I'm picking this from MLW, which is Major League Wrestling, and it was Pentagon Jr. versus La Parka or LA Park. That's what he's being called.
Sounds like a good match.
But it was a great match.
Okay.
What happened in that?
It was just amazing. They were just you gotta watch it.
I'm convinced. I'm gonna fucking put it on right now.
Flying, like especially for a guy like LA Park, who's, you look at him now, you don't think he can do half the things he used to be able to do.
Your other match was Cole and Riddle.
The other match was Cole versus Riddle.
Wait,
just
it's the same La Park from WCW?
Well, yeah, it's Aldolfo.
Oh shit, good for him.
Was it Tapia?
Still putting on matches at that age.
And he's pretty heavy.
Fucking, was he Jerry
like
Lynn?
PCO heavy?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Not a PCO looks like he's in good shape.
So he's got that costume remastered.
Yeah, right.
I have a
go
tie.
PCO.
I have a tie. I have a tie.
Just kidding.
Can I have a tie? I have a tie.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus the Usos. That's my second 5-star moment of the week.
Okay.
All right, that sounds good.
Your first one is still
Bryan
Kofi
versus
versus
Kofi.
Bryan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, Daniel Bryan's involved in both years.
Yeah, and Kofi.
He might be one of the greatest
No, I'm just
wrestlers
kidding,
of
Kofi's
all
not
time.
involved in both, but Kofi's
Daniel
great.
Bryan?
Well, Kofi's
Can I
having
be
one.
honest though, in a way? Like, I don't
No.
know what it is. I'm kind
How
of.
are you going to be dishonest on this?
No, I'm kind
Who
of
knows?
burnt out by Daniel Bryan.
How can you be burnt out from Daniel
I don't
He's
know,
Bryan?
gone
just-
for 2 years.
He's
Yeah,
gone
but
for
I'm just
like
like
3 months.
We've
kinda
never
worn out
seen
by
this
it.
heel
Dude, he's
work
been
in
gone
WWE.
since Mania.
I like the fact.
Look what you did.
I know.
Look what you caused.
I upset.
Now we're both
Juicy
yelling.
Josh. I know.
How
And
can you
Devin, I
accept-
upset him.
how can
I'm
you upset
joking.
me?
I was joking.
No, you can't fucking joke about it.
He might be
No,
the
I
wrestler
just-
of the decade.
I was just glad that Kofi beat him because I was kind of like, all right, I'm done seeing the stupid hemp title.
Stop this.
I know.
That's
did you
what-
see that
That's what he wants you to say.
Did you see how much that thing costs?
He's
for
won.
fucking paper?
How
How
much?
much was it?
$400 for a fucking hemp belt.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's it?
That's it. Yeah, Devin's gonna buy one right now.
No,
he's
he's not.
on his phone right now.
No, he's not.
Devin, put down the phone, please.
All right,
calm down.
If I had
All right.
$400 to burn, I'd get a tattoo.
All right, with that being said,
That's
I'm the
$400.
asshole of the week. And this is all for 5-Star Wrestling Podcast this week. I am your host, Eddie Valiant. And with me, as always,
Eddie Valiant.
and Eddie Valiant. All right, and we'll see you guys next time.
Juicy Josh. No, Juicy Eddie Valiant, actually.
There we go.
There we go. We're going to keep
There
it
we
juicy.
go.
Devin's not juicy, though.
And Eddie Valiant.
All right.
And Devin.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.